Hi, hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. And it is time for our weekly track roundup, where I go over what I felt were the worst and the best tracks of the week. They're all linked down below, so you can check them out for yourself, like usual. Also down below, like usual, our nice little Turntable Lab link, our Patreon page too, if you want to access some cool extra bonus monthly content. Also replays of our awesome New Music Friday streams on Twitch, which we don't have VODs of on the site. You've got to watch the full stream over on Patreon, because we just, kind of keep those up for replay for a little bit. And also a link to our sponsor, the good people over at The Rejjie. They make these they make these awesome, nifty, minimalist, metal plated wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket-o. They are RFID blocking, rugged, and a great replacement for that disgusting, bulky, filthy, smelly. It smells. Believe me, it fucking smells. That smelly leather wallet that is in your pocket or laying somewhere stinking up the joint. Hit up the link down below. Use promo code MELON for 10% off your order. Cool? Cool. All right, let's get into the worst tracks of the week. We have a handful. We have a few. This was not the most worst track deficient week ever. It's not the worst week ever, but we had some joints. We had new one from Ty Dolla $ign, Jhené Aiko, Mustard as well, By Yourself. Absolutely nothing special about this. In fact, I would say the hook is actually kind of annoying. I do like the somewhat peppy, upbeat, motivational attitude of the whole thing, but I don't know. Tone, lyrics, really off, unfortunately. We also have this new one from Soundtrack and Lupe Fiasco, easily one of the most generic songs I think Lupe has ever laid his name to. No idea how this got put out, because it is completely flavorless and really like Lupe punching under his weight, vocally and lyrically. The beat is really nothing special too. I'm just sort of blown away by it. Moving on from there, new one from Kanye West, Nah Nah Nah. I'm just going to say nah nah nah. Nah, thank you. Full-length review of this one over on the Fantano channel. If you want to check it out there, you certainly can. We also have this new one from Jake Paul, featuring TV Gucci, who apparently has no issue with being known as the guy on a track with Jake Paul. And it honestly just kind of sounds like a 6ix9ine ripoff. Just sounds like Jake Paul doing a 6ix9ine ripoff. It's mediocre. We also have Demi Lovato, Commander-in-Chief. Hey, you know what? I like the sentiment. I agree with the premise. And at the end of the day, Demi has a pretty huge audience. And most likely this song will swing some of those maybe more apolitical or undecided voters, potentially. I don't know who the hell is truly undecided at this point, but I mean, I'm really like all of the above approach, truly and honestly. And if this song gets a couple of people to vote a certain way, then I'm all for it. That being said, though, it's a pretty mediocre song and political statement in general. But I don't know. It's Demi Lovato. She's not going to come through with like a clipping style banger with all these like wondrous technical lyrical observations on the current state of things. So I mean, do I care for it? No. But am I here for what it's attempting to do? Sure. Let's move on to the tracks that I thought were meh. Not terrible, but not blowing me away either. Thought they would be worth highlighting either way. Ba-bam, new one from the Mountain Goats. Picture My Dress, I believe, is the title. And I don't know, it's kind of a low-key acoustic rock ballad where John Darnielle does come through with some cool observations within the story he's telling here, but it does drag on quite a bit, so I'm a little neutral on it. We've also got this new one from The Body, which has some amazing harsh passages, quite industrial, quite heavy, not as overbearing with the vocals that are usually a turnoff for me. A Lament is the name of the track, and it's the first teaser from this new project they have on the way. Just letting the Body fans know, new project on the way. We also have a new one from Stevie Wonder, Can't Put It in the Hands of Fate. Obviously a very motivational, politically angled track about the current state, featuring Rapsody, Cordae, Chika, and Busta Rhymes. It's a little rough on the vocal mix, but I think the sentiment is there. Groove is there. Instrumental's there. Stevie certainly singing his ass off, too. We also have this new one from Statik, Selektah, Joey Badass, and Nas on the same cut, Gary Clark Jr. Not a lot of teeth on this one. It's glamorous. It's trying to be as classy as possible, but in that, I think there's a certain that you sort of expect out of a pairing of this caliber that we don't really get here, unfortunately. But, they're kind of going the slightly mellow, very, I guess, high road type of route. And if you're into that, you're into that. A whole lot of Choppa's remix with Nicki Minaj, Sada Baby. Personally, I think she made the track really listenable. I mean, Nicki kind of killed it vocally and lyrically on this one, and I wasn't really huge on the song to begin with. So, if this gets me listening to it, if this gets me listening to it a little more, why the hell not? We also have a new one from Rejjie Snoh out here, following up that really excellent single he dropped a little while back. This one has Snoh, Aalegra, and Cam Obi on it. Mirrors is the title, but this track seems to be even more indebted to Flower Boy era Tyler, the Creator, to the point where it's a little off-putting, but I suppose it's still not a bad track outside of some of the refrains being, I think, a little rough and repetitive. All right, we have a new one from Rapsody, Pray Mama Don't Cry, featuring Bilal. Not one of the best songs I think she's ever had out, but again, given current state, the lyrical focus on what she's trying to deliver her thoughts on in regards to current day social issues, racial tensions, so on and so forth. I mean, it's on point. Instrumentally, is this the best thing I think I've heard as of late on this front? Not necessarily, but I don't know. I mean, it's this type of track. Not all of those elements necessarily need to be there for you to get the message, and the message is pretty much key. So give it a listen. Give it a try. We also have this new one from Portugal the Man, featuring Weird Al Yankovic. Unironically, mind you, this is not a comedy track. This is not a yo-ho-ho, kooky-da-dooky, blah-blah-blah-blah kind of track. This is a serious, very low-key song titled Who's Gonna Stop Me? And Weird Al is doing some very steady backup vocals on it. You can hear him pretty clearly. And it's okay. I'm not really crazy about the song, but I do respect the effort, like really trying to recontextualize Weird Al and make him a normal Al. Next, we have a new one from Lana Del Rey as well. Let Me Love You Like a Woman. And this one is just okay. I'm not really all that crazy about it. It just kind of seems like a so-so stripped back piano ballad. Certainly not as annoying lyrically, in my view, as a lot of her older stuff, but it seems almost like a watered down, cut that could have been from NFR. I mean, I like the balladry of it. I like the moodiness of it, but is it one of the best songs I think she's dropped over the last couple of years? I don't think so, personally. Moving on from there, we have a couple of tracks from an upcoming split. Okay, this is coming from a split, y'all. A split featuring tracks from Prurient, as well as Kelly Moran. And both of these songs are pretty abstract, very textural, Tokyo Exorcist and Helix 3, titles of each of them respectively. And they both take their own approach, but there are a lot of interesting creative parallels. I wonder how aware of kind of each other's work they were on this thing, and maybe tried to find some common ground here, because when I think of, experimental music artists who have, quite a bit of stylistic similarities, I don't necessarily put these two together in my mind, but the two pieces they delivered here actually, do share a lot of, I would say, compositional commonalities, and not in a bad way. It would actually be, I think, a good thing for both of them if this EP turned out to be relatively, I suppose, consistent. So, give it a try. Give it a shot if you've been a fan of either of these artists' work, to have a little bit of extra of their stuff out there, and on a split with another cool artist in a similar field is all gravy. All great. It's Bada. It's Bada. Moving on from there, new one from Benny Blanco and Justin Bieber. Lonely is the title. And not super crazy about it, but it is a pretty heart-wrenching little low-key ballad from Justin with a, I suppose, a pretty impassioned vocal performance. You know, certainly better than that track he did with Chance the Rapper, where a lot of the vocals were corny. Next from there, we have a new one from IDK. It's a banger. It's a little derivative, but it is a banger all the same in my eyes. I mean, it's got a great beat, some really funny and mega hooky vocal lines too. King Alfred is the title. We've also got another one from Benny Sings featuring Mac DeMarco, Rolled Up. It's okay. It's breezy. You know, if it's a sunny day out, put it on. It fits in that context. I'm not sure if I'd listen to it in any other, you know, sort of like situation, honestly. And we have a new one from Ameer Vann as well. This one over here is a new banger, quirky production, Keep Your Distance. And I don't know, Ameer kind of had that little, I guess you want to call it like a, you know, it was a, like an interview tour, an apology tour, you know, a bit of like a softening of his image type of thing. And a lot of the songs on his comeback EP were mediocre, yes, but confessional. This one over here seems to be him coming back at you like a bad boy. I'm giving you these raw lyrics about how mean I am and I mean, it's okay. You know, it's got a few lines that stick out, and again, like, beat is insane, but frankly, I think the production carries. But for sure, like, people who've been missing Ameer from Brockhampton, they're most likely going to like what he's bringing on this new track. So I suppose it is what it is. Aesop Rock, Pizza Alley. It's okay. It's got a beat switch. A huge lack of momentum in the first leg, and the vocal mix during this portion is kind of weird as well. I mean, it's got some highlights, especially in the second half, but I think it's the weakest teaser that he's put out so far in this, you know, new album cycle. And let's move on to the best tracks of the week. We've got a few, but bam, new one from Zeal and Ardor. That project continues to kill it. Can't wait for the new record. The songs are sounding more and more harrowing. This one over here that I want to point you to is titled Wake of a Nation. We also have War on Women over here. Cool blend of punk and hardcore and very strong songwriting, thoughtful lyrics as well. White Lies is the title of this one. It rocks. Give it a shot. We also have a new one from Viagra Boys. Ain't Nice is the title. It is scuzzy as fuck. It is catchy as hell, and I'm loving it. New album on the way. Started next year. Cool. We've also got OG Maco. That dude's back with a new single. A new banger, Commas, is the title with Bela B and Jimmy Edgar. It's kind of insane. Sounds a little PC music-ish. I like that OG Maco's embracing that aesthetic a little bit. I think it kind of works for him. Digging it. Respect. Also, I know I talked about this little Jeff Rosenstock, like, extras little release, but he popped a cover of Fox in the Snoh, Belle and Sebastian, onto this little 2020 extra tracks dump thing, and it's a decent cover. Almost reminds me of, like, what it would be like if Jeff Mangum covered the song. We also have a new one from Duck Sauce, Mesmerize, awesome house beats, cool hooky little vocal loops too. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Great energy, great grooves. And Clipping is back with another banger from this new record, Pain Every Day. It's impressive as well. I believe it's like in 7 time and super harsh industrial beat, and David is really coming through with a cool narrative. I'm liking it. Claud, an artist who I guess is on Phoebe Bridgers' new label. They have this new track out, and it's titled Gold, and it's got a cool little bedroom pop flair to it. It's quite catchy. It's a vibe. Give it a listen. And Don Dada, new one from Cakes the Killa and Proper Villains. It's a great hip house banger. Fiery flows from Cakes as usual. A great beat too. Loving the energy. Loving how, I guess, bright and flamboyant and, I guess, charismatic it is. Just loving it. Loving the energy. Loving how catchy it is. And Cakes the Killa always comes through with a great performance. Like, Cakes the Killa, totally underrated in terms of mic etiquette, just character, flavor, everything. So just, you know, I just wish more people out there were just talking about the heat Cakes was bringing on a regular basis when, you know, when it does bubble up. And also, Bill Callahan and Bonnie Prince Billy continue on with these little collaborative covers they're doing. I've made up my mind. It's a bit of a gospel folksy tune. And I love Bill's little narration on it. It's quite cute, and I'm digging it. And that has been the weekly track roundup, y'all. Those are all the songs that I want to throw in your lap. Give them a try. Hopefully you got some good recommendations out of this, and you're the best. Anthony Fantano, weekly tracks forever.